So today's video topic is how relationships are not an answer for loneliness. Now, you should never get into a relationship when you're feeling lonely because you're going to be needy, you're going to be very vulnerable, you're going to be antsy, and you're pretty much going to let that girl run away from you as quick as possible. Because you guys have to understand something, is that relationships aren't supposed to fulfill loneliness. Your loneliness actually stems from within, right? So if you guys have family, friends, a job, a career, hobbies, these are supposed to be things that are supposed to fulfill your loneliness in a way. So if you don't have pets, if you don't have extra other hobbies that you do or other side hustles to keep you busy, pretty much this basically stems from needing to keep busy and loving yourself, loving your own company. Because if you don't love your own company or being by yourself, how do you expect somebody else to love or feel the company that you bring, that you give back? Because if you don't have that to give, how are you going to be able to get it back from somebody else? So never look for a relationship to fulfill these types of voids. A relationship is only supposed to add to your life. It's not supposed to make your life. You're supposed to already be happy on the inside and not feel lonely when you meet that person. So I do recommend people who do feel lonely and try to look for relationships as a void to try to fill the need. I strongly recommend that you guys practice mastering the art of being alone. Because when you can master the art of being by yourself and loving your own company, you're never really truly alone. You're not going to feel that loneliness. If you keep busy, keep your mind occupied, you're never going to feel lonely. You might feel it here and there every once in a while, but as you keep progressing, you're going to be able to manage these thoughts a lot better the more you keep going with it. It takes practice. You're not going to get this overnight. There's been times where I myself have got into relationships because I wanted to fill a void. And every time I did that, it always ended up in a bad situation. There was never a good outcome. I was always feeling the neediness of needing to want to spend time with that person, knowing that it wasn't really what I wanted to do. I was just trying to fill this certain void. And at the end of the day, I wasted so much time that I could have been using that to do something else with my life. And so I recommend you guys to really think about what you're doing before you get into a relationship. Really think about it. Because once that loneliness feeling goes away, you start to realize, like, man, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have got with this person just because I was feeling lonely. You know, if you can join groups that you're not maybe typically used to doing, I would recommend joining groups, joining other activities, stuff that you've never done before, and just meet different people from all walks of life, because you never know who you're going to meet. You're going to meet the love of your life doing what you love to do a lot of the times. If it's meant for you, it will happen. And if it's not, then you were meant to do other great things by yourself or with your family or with your friends or with a pet. You know, not all of us was meant to be in a relationship or to be in love or to be married. Not all of us was meant for that path. You know, we can find love and we can fill these voids in other types of ways. It's not just with a relationship. That's just because that's what we've been taught, we've been fed. But I can tell you this, you can go out into nature and be one with nature and feel like you're there with like the spirits, just like the overall universe. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but nature is healing. When you're out in nature and you really just, to everything else that you got going on, and you just focus on the wind, the trees, the water, wherever location that you're at, just focus on the little things. Watch how the wind blows in each direction. The leaves blowing, the water. Maybe you might see some type of animal, and just focus on nature. And just doing little things like that will actually heal you. But you have to keep doing it. You have to create some type of routine. You can't just pretend that something is wrong or something is not wrong. We have to understand also too, loneliness is only a mindset. If you can just fix that mindset to where you can learn just to manage it slightly above 50%, 51%. Like I say in all my other videos, 51%. If you can just manage it 51%, you can control the loneliness more than not feeling it. So basically, what I'm trying to say at the end of this video is that nobody's ever going to fix your loneliness. You have to fix it yourself. You have to go within and figure out, why am I feeling this loneliness? Don't be afraid to Google, search, come to my channel. Talk about it with me. Talk about it with other people in the comment section. Don't be afraid. There's a lot of people out there that feel lonely. But one thing that you should never do is get into a relationship while you are feeling lonely. This is hard for a lot of people to do, but practice meditating as well. I know people have a short attention span nowadays, and people can't really just seem to sit still for long. But if you can try to, do it every day, just a little bit each and every day, you'll eventually get better. Strive for is just that little bit each and every day. I'm going to progress to make a little bit of a difference. And the more you keep doing something, the better you're going to get at it. So thank you guys for watching this video. And just remember that your loneliness, your feelings that you have on the inside, don't put that on somebody else to come and fix your problems. Because at the end of the day, you have to fix yourself first. And then once you fix yourself, the things around you will start to change. So thank you guys for watching Sosa 2 Real.